Obviously, you've talked about building your own program here, but representing this university and this wrestling program, do you see this program as kind of a catalyst to help grow women's wrestling at the collegiate level?
Absolutely. I feel like it's partly my why, you know, is to help grow the sport, you know, women's wrestling, and it's every reason why I want to. We as a coaching staff, we as a program, we as an institution, university, why we need to do it right. You know, some people might try to look for, like, oh, where did they trip up? You know, what is the example of how are they doing it? Is it possible? Or what does it look like to start a women's wrestling program at D1 level? So, like I said earlier, it is. I take on that responsibility. I take on that challenge. We as a program take on that challenge, and we know that we want to represent women's wrestling in the right way.
You have college in White Rochester. Good to see you again, Coach. Just coming into this program, usually at the college level or any sport, usually a coach comes in. Maybe you have someone that's been around for 3-4 years, been around the program, that show a kid around campus, that can do these types of things. How has it been seeing leaders kind of emerge when you have a group of players all come in and then someone has to rise up and be that type of leader? You mentioned Kylie as being maybe one of those, but just what's it been like seeing that and who's been some of those faces?
It's a great point that you bring up. I believe that first year, the first 15, we all didn't have anyone really that has walked the hallways or lived in Peterson dorms or whatnot, you know, and so really we all had to just figure it out along the way type of thing. And so there were moments where some stepped up as leaders last year, but I feel like this year you can see it more because now that they've been here for a year and we have freshmen and transfers that have come in, you can really see others emerge as leaders in their own way. We still continue to challenge all of them that they all have the opportunity to lead. You know, if everyone on our program can live to the standards of what our program is about, then everyone is the leader, right? And it doesn't have to be just one person or two people. So that was interesting to see who was going to emerge or who is going to step up at different times to become that leader.
And this season, on social media, talking with you, the mantra for this year is for her. Can you talk about your teams just buy into that, and also for yourself when you're going forward and you're coaching, who is that her for you?
Yeah, you know, early on in the season last year, or in the school year last year, our whole team got to see here in Carver a beautiful documentary of Dr. Christine Grant, and you know, it being the 50th year of Title IX, it really hit, you know, why and how we even got here, you know, and for that, it's the gratitude for her, not necessarily for Dr. Christine Grant. She's a big part of that, but for her, meaning it could be for him too. So, but for her, like for all the people that paved that way, that were the trailblazers in our sport, for Title IX, for the opportunities that our women have here today, for administration, everyone at University of Iowa that made this possible for our program to be here at the University of Iowa. For her, meaning the people we work and stand by day in and day out, you know, as a program, as a team. You know, there's gonna be days where it's hard and we're gonna lean on our teammates, you know, that's standing with us, that's gonna help us push us forward. And then it's for her, the next generation behind them, right? The little young girls in the arena, seeing them, you know, in this middle of Carver, you know, being that role model for her. And for them, it's a good reminder, you know, of how to represent and themselves and as a program. when we can lead with gratitude and know that there's a bigger why than themselves.
You guys haven't even had your